See if it worked. No, it kind of looks the same. Didn't do what I thought it was going to do. All right. Anyway, hey guys, what's up? Happy Thursday. Welcome to episode 12 of Mogul Moves Weekly. I'm your host, Luigi, and I'm joined today by Josh.
Hey everyone.
So, all right, let's jump into it. Happy holidays to everybody. Um, Big movies coming out, or a big movie coming out this weekend, along with a few other smaller ones. Josh, take it away.
Yeah, obviously the story this weekend, Avatar, I'm sure all of us are thinking about it. Most of us are probably going to go see it. The opening weekend numbers are still trending around 100 million. I've been looking at forecasts in relation to budget. The budget for this is 400 million, which is insane, but I don't think that will be too crazy, given that it's Avatar. Everyone's talking about will it cross 2 billion. So I don't think anyone is worried about that. The Housemaid's coming this weekend. It's supposed to do 24 million opening weekend, which is pretty strong. It's a 35 million-ish budget. So pretty good chance that that makes its money back. And I think it kind of slots in well against the other releases this weekend. People that wouldn't see Avatar or SpongeBob, The Housemaid is kind of a good fit probably. Uh, SpongeBob, I think it's going to draw the short straw this weekend, probably still trending around 16 million on a $60 million budget. I think it's the one that's going to have the hardest time making its money back with all the competition. And then the one we don't have on here is David, the faith-based animated movie from Angel Studios. Angel Studios, obviously, if you don't know who they are, they're you know a massive studio at this point, and pretty much everything they release does well. Also supposed to do 24 million this weekend, and then
It's
still looking at
crazy.
Marty Supreme, supposed to do around 12 million next weekend, but the numbers are always kind of weird when it releases on a holiday. I would guess it does a bit more than that, but yeah, I think those are the main numbers for this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I do imagine that Marty Supreme will do more than that, but maybe that's just because I live in New York and everything right now. New York is Marty Supreme.
Orange.
All right, let's move on to our top earners, buys and sells for the week. Still you, Josh.
Yeah, nothing too surprising here. It was a quiet weekend this past weekend in terms of new releases. Ella McKay was the one that slipped in at number two. Five Nights at Freddy's still performing. I think it's performing well because of its budget. So it's doing really well in relation to its budget as a whole. And then Wicked holding over pretty well as an earner. Uh, Top buys, I think, is kind of a bit of an outlier this week. I'm guessing the people that are holding Avatar were already holding Avatar. It was a top 10 pickup over the last week, but I think people are kind of looking forward a little bit and maybe picking up some things that they weren't already holding. So is this thing on going limited this weekend? I think it's coming out wide um, the weekend following Christmas. Song Sung Blue dropping next weekend. I think it's getting some good buzz. And then The Housemaid, of course, coming out this weekend. People probably filling out their rosters with the new releases. And top sells, nothing too surprising. I think the people kind of agree with us on SpongeBob that it might be the kind of the loser this weekend of the new releases. Avatar in the mix just because it's such a massive asset. And then I think, yeah, Anaconda next week is it's one that I'm a little skeptical about.
Well, Ice Cube plays Ice Cube in that, so I think it's gonna do amazing.
That's always a good sign.
I saw
Ice
a
Cube
tweet
as himself.
today. I saw a tweet today that was like, Ice Cube plays Ice Cube in Anaconda. Like it's like, wait, what? Wait, I guess I don't understand, and maybe this is dumb. It's the first time I've ever asked, but like, why would there be a lot of sales for Avatar or Fire and Ash if, say, we know it's gonna do well?
I would guess. I think it's just a matter of volume. Um, it's
Hmm.
just such a big asset that it's going to rank highly in terms of movement. Probably a lot of people were already
Hmm.
holding it. I don't know why they would be selling right now personally, but uh, it's just such a large asset. I think it's been hovering in the top five buys and sells like for the past month, pretty much. So
Right. 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 Okay. Noted. I'm like, what's the strategy there? All right, our next segment is trailer hype. So this is like, trailers that we've been seeing online, some news about new trailers coming out, things that are, exciting the fans. We have our first look at Avengers Doomsday, and it's not one that's available online, unfortunately, or fortunately rather, you have to go into the theaters to see it. It will play in front of every Avatar Fire and Ash. Showing. So at the pre-show, you'll be able to go. So come early so you can see the new Avengers Doomsday. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go, I'll record it, and then I'll put it on our social so we have it, which I'm sure is illegal, but whatever.
yeah, even more reason to go see Avatar.
Yeah. And then we have a new movie coming out. I believe it's next. When does it say? 10. Oh, it's like a full year from now, guys. I'm so sorry. But the teaser for it came out. It's called Digger, Alejandro G. Inarritu, and starring Tom Cruise. It's apparently a comedy. He plays what is sort of like an Elon Musk type individual, whereby he has a lot of power in the world and he thinks he'll save the world. There's some kind of savior complex happening. It looks interesting. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, Inarritu is probably one of my favorite directors, and he hasn't done anything in looking at his IMDb. He hasn't done anything since The Revenant, which was now 2015. So it'll be 11 years between movies for him.
Yeah. Revenant
Revenant,
is the one. Was that the one with with Leonardo DiCaprio and there's
yeah,
the bear?
yeah, Leo and the Bear.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
right. Yeah.
he put out Birdman right before that too.
Oh, right, right. Okay, cool. I'm excited for that. Yeah. The next movie that's coming, or sorry, the next trailer that has some hype around it is a movie called The Sheep Detectives. It's exactly what you think it is. They are sheep and they are detectives. Uh, it stars Hugh Jackman, who appears to be their shepherd, who gets murdered, and now the sheep need to figure out who murdered. Hence, sheep detectives. They're sheep who are also detectives because they're trying to figure out the murder.
You didn't get that.
Yeah, it's either like this movie is going to be good or it might be AI, full AI slop, and like we
I
won't know until it happens.
I assume the sheep's talk. It's kind of giving like Babe vibes.
Yeah, right, exactly. Which, honestly, kind of a hole in the market. We don't really
Yeah,
have a bit, babe.
yeah, we haven't seen any talking animal movies in quite some time.
I mean, like we see like animated animals talking, but we don't see them like photorealistic,
No, I
do
can't think
we?
of the last time I've seen anything like that.
Yeah, because like the live action Disney films, like they don't talk in them, the
Yeah,
animals.
yeah.
They choose to silence animals. Um, all right, another one, lots of hype. It's Steven Spielberg. Of course, it's gonna have a lot of hype. Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor. Wait, Josh O'Connor? Is that right?
I think that's
Challengers?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that
Like
sounds
the
right.
British guy, Josh. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Disclosure Day. Kind of has the vibe. If you guys have been watching Pluribus on Apple TV, you might know this vibe. It's kind of like collective consciousness, sort of sci-fi in that vein. It looks interesting. I'll watch it. I'll definitely watch it. And it's Spielberg, so we are like legally obligated to do that, to watch it.
I
So,
I feel like Spielberg hasn't done anything like I don't know if this is based on a book or if it's original
oh,
screenplay, but I feel like
yeah.
he hasn't done anything like sci-fi like this in a minute. Like his last movie was Fablemans, which was kind of biopic. He did West Side Story before that, so kind of a remake. Ready Player One is adapted. The Post is biopic. So it's kind of been a minute since we've had like the classic, um, Spielberg in the world of like sci-fi and fiction. So it
Yeah.
could be a nice mix up.
It actually, so like it's on Deadline, they say Steven Spielberg UFO movie titled Disclosure Day. It's actually just like a full-on like sequel to E.T. It's E.T. and he comes back and he's like all grown up. E.T. full throttle, all grown up. I'm excited for that. All right, moving on to the next segment, prediction polls. These are all polls that are currently live on Mogul by MoviePass. The first one, will any actor win more than one Golden Globe this year? It looks like a lot of people think yes. I mean, by a landslide. There is really only, I mean, how would you win two? I guess Cynthia Erivo or like Ariana Grande, were they nominated for both a song as well as being in a movie?
Yeah, I wonder if it would count if you won Best Actor and Best Movie. But those two definitely seem like shoo-ins for uh, a yes here.
I don't know that it counts if you hold on. Let's do this research right now. Anyone can win two Golden Globes, and it has happened multiple times, especially actors winning in different categories like film and TV. Oh, there you go, film and TV. So you can win film and TV, right? Different roles, projects in the same year. Kate Winslet, Sigourney Weaver famously winning two Golden Globes in the same ceremony for separate roles.
Hmm.
I don't think you could, like, if your movie wins, you don't necessarily win.
Yeah,
Does
this has
that
got to
make
be
sense?
yeah, got to be individual.
Like, you have to be nominated for the category.
Yeah,
And I think in the case of, we'll get back to you on exactly who can win. But in the case of this, I believe because the song is nominated and they sang on the song,
yeah,
like that categorizes it as a win for them. But I don't know if that's necessarily true. So
yeah,
we will come
definitely.
back to that.
I don't know if we have any film and TV people this year.
I don't think so. But again, I don't know. I'm gonna look this up. I'm like Tiana Taylor, she was, but All's Fair, which is on Hulu, is a terrible TV show.
She's not going to win for that.
I don't think she'll win for that. Okay, moving on. The next poll, who will win the Golden Globe for Best Screenplay Motion Picture? I fully agree. I'm sorry, I really do. I haven't seen Mari Supreme yet, which I think is maybe the other one. I like Sentimental Value. It's just one battle after another. The story, like, it just was so good.
Yeah, as far as the screenplay, I do think this is the safe pick. And
Yeah.
it does help that we haven't seen Marty Supreme yet. Like if we did this poll in a week and a half, it would probably be a little more mixed. But yeah, I would
hmm
agree with you. I think one battle is probably the runaway favorite at the moment.
I haven't seen Hamnet either, so I would like to see that, hopefully.
Hamnet is lovely, but I do think as far as the screenplay goes, one battle
Yeah.
after another is just so good.
Yeah. I know. I loved that movie. Last poll here. It's not the last poll, it's just the last poll we're going over. Who will win the Golden Globe for Best Performance by Male Actor in Supporting Role in any motion picture? Any motion picture. That's weird. That's worded weird. Hmm. Benicio del Toro for one battle after another. I can't say I necessarily agree.
I think there is some competition here. I mean, Benicio del Toro was obviously amazing, and maybe he's just kind of like a fan favorite just because of how popular that movie's been. But I feel like Jacob Elordi as Frankenstein is definitely has some potential. Paul Mescal, obviously, even Sean Penn
Yeah.
battle was very memorable.
I mean, Stellan in Sentimental Value was incredible.
I haven't seen that yet.
He's so good in that. I mean, the acting, if we're just going by acting, I haven't seen every single one of these films, so I don't know. Like what I haven't seen the Jay Kelly film. Have
Neither
you?
have I. Yeah, I feel like this one should be a little bit closer. I think there's some competition in this
Yeah.
category.
Yeah, guys, use your brains. Kidding. If you want to vote on the any of those polls and more, you can visit mogulgame.moviepass.com. Again, the season is not over. You can still sign up. Very little bit of time left, but as you guys know, award season's coming up, which will be really fun. Head to mogulgame.moviepass.com. And we will not see you on Monday. We're going to see you on Tuesday because I am traveling on Monday. So,
Yeah, might just be one show next week. Talking
oh,
Christmas
right.
movies.
Right. So, yeah,
Guessing we won't
we'll
be
just do
live
one
next
on,
Thursday.
probably not. All right, guys, see you later.